And of course, the Highline is cool, but how about a ride in the engine? Listen, I don't know how I managed to get myself into places like this consistently, but I am not complaining. Now, this is our engineer, John, and if John looks familiar, well, good eye, because he is the same engineer that drove Engine 73 with me last year in Skagway, Alaska, and oddly enough, his fireman today, Ryan, as you see here, was the conductor on that same train. What a small world. And both of them work summers in Alaska for the White Pass and Yukon route, and winters here in Durango. But I can now say I've officially kept my streak alive, as I have rode in the cab of every single steam engine excursion that I have been on in this series to date. That was pretty cool. At the end of the day, even though the Cascade Canyon runs only halfway to Silverton, you are literally riding in a living piece of history. This is the same fleet of passenger coaches that ran this route for the Denver and Rio Grande since the 1940s, and hauled by the same historic Mikado engines that have ruled the Rockies since they arrived over a century ago. And it is so obvious to me why the Durango and Silverton is carrying over 250,000 passengers annually on a line that was built when the West was still young. And although no trains run from Durango to Chama, New Mexico anymore to connect with the Cumbres and Toltec Scenic Railroad after the Denver and Rio Grande ripped out the tracks in 1968, this is one of the most scenic train rides on Earth, and I will be back in the summer to ride it all the way to Silverton to get the full experience. And maybe in one of the new diesel locomotive engines that they got a few years ago. I know the steam fans don't like the diesels, but I think they're pretty cool. That's it. This is the end of one of the most scenic train journeys in the world. This was a clip for a full-length show. If you want to watch the full episode of the clip you just saw, click right here. You get the full show, and they go up live every single Sunday. If you want more clips of what you just saw, click right here. You can see the next great hit.